Well guys, got a bit of a video for you. Well, if you're wondering why we have a roll of duct tape in front of us, a roll of painter's tape in front of us, a roll of electrical tape in front of us, some heat shrink, some wire cutters, and a good old plumber's torch. Oh yeah, and don't forget glasses. And no, not safety glasses either, just plain old prescription. If you're wondering why we have all those items in front of us, well, I'm about to tell you. Like many of us out there, guys, we have the privilege of wearing wonderful glasses. And of course, over time, the glasses will break, will let go, will, fail on you. And now, like some of us, we run out and buy a brand new pair, brand new glasses, and, kind of carry on. And then, like some of us, we go out there and we just make do with what we have for the time being. So, of course, like you've probably see here, there has been a repair made on these glasses in the past, which lasted probably another couple of months, but like all good things, they do let go, they do break, and they do fail. So what we're going to do is we tried using duct tape, we tried using painter's tape, and we tried using electrical tape. And of course it did hold for a while, but again a few months after that she let go. So we're going to try a more permanent fix. What we're going to do is actually use heat shrink to attach the arm back onto the glasses part itself. So first thing we got to do is find our end again in the tape and pretty much unwind the wonderful electrical tape, which has been on there so long it actually start to become one with the glasses. If you really want to get fancy, you could take some alcohol wipes, wipe down the adhesive off here, and kind of get it all clean. If you don't want to get fancy, well then it's not a real big deal. So like you see here, I'm not sure if this camera is going to pick it up. You have the arm here, got the little square thingy, and you got a little hole in the arm. Well, the square thingy slides in the little hole in the arm, and I'm assuming there's supposed to be a screw or something that tightens that down. Well, there is no screw on this arm, so I'm gonna assume that this little square thingy is supposed to be part of the arm itself, which is broke away. So what I'm gonna do is cut me a little short piece of heat shrink. Let's start with probably a couple inches. And what we'll do is we'll pretty much heat shrink that onto the glasses like so. And then over top of it we'll put a much larger piece going from there probably down the arm a bit to give it strength. So we'll start by sliding the heat shrink here onto the arm. Then we'll start by putting the arm onto the glasses, sliding the little square thingy into the arm. Making sure everything is where you want her. Because pretty much once you start heat shrinking her, she's not going to, want to let go or give up. There's not really a lot of forgiveness here once everything starts to become one. So I've got you zoomed in here, guys, a bit. Hopefully, everything goes good on this. So of course, up and next to the lens here, I'm probably going to use just a simple little barbecue lighter. Then that way the flame or the heat is to a minimum. And of course, a little further down on the arm, then I could use the hotter torch. Because of course, this fuel does burn a little hot and we don't want to be melting our glasses on us. And which kind of defeats the purpose of this exercise. So we'll use our barbecue lighter. Now, of course, you probably can use one of those handy dandy little soldering type torches that a lot of people do have for electronics work. But if you don't have one of the handy dandy fancy little soldering torches, then you kind of got to make do with you know, what you have, right? So there we go, guys. We have the little piece of heat shrunk onto the arm itself. Now, of course, being I didn't go over top of the elbow itself, we are still able to put the big heat shrink onto the arm and put it on over top. So what I'm going to do is measure out approximately where I want my heat shrink for lengthwise, and then we'll give her a cut there. So we got our heat shrink cut. We'll slide the arm through our big heat shrink, of course exposing the newly heat shrunk area. Now we'll try to fit the little square thingy here back inside the arm. Now once we have the little square thingy back inside the arm, we can slide our heat shrink back down pretty much the full length. And I'll zoom you back in, and then we'll be heat shrinking that. So of course, again with our handy dandy little barbecue lighter here. So pretty much, guys, just like that. We'll let her cool down here, and then we'll give her a final once over. Looks like here at the arm she needs a little bit more heat shrinking. And my wonderful barbecue lighter has run out of fluid. So we'll break in the big guy. And of course, with the big guy, she burns hot. So we'll let that all cool down, and then we'll give her a final inspection. Well, guys, glasses all cooled down now. Pretty much. Look, you can tell we have our heat shrink all done. It is running up here from the pretty much right by the lens all the way down to almost to the earpiece. I probably could have had the heat shrink 1/4 of an inch longer, then that way it would have wrapped right around the earpiece. Save any chafing or anything going on there, but the way it works anyway, it's pretty much feels pretty good. Of course, this is not a permanent fix by any means. It's more of a temporary fix, just something to get you by until your new glasses come in, and you know, kind of gets away from the painter's tape and duct tape feel. That way it might work a little better. So guys, this has been a quick little video on, if you will, a redneck heat shrink fix for glasses. So I guess heat shrink is not just for electrical work anymore. So as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.